What's cracking? What's cracking? It's your boy Doughboy Tony and shit. We back with another episode of What's the Word on Wednesdays on the realest fucking platform on YouTube, American Cholo.
That's right.
Shit, I got my dogs with me today, but shit, we got something different today.
Yeah, bro.
Gil ain't here, but big homie Frank back in the building.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's poppin'?
Good to see y'all, my boys.
Is this a Ghost Hunter episode or what?
Good to see y'all.
This is a Ghost Hunters episode, my boy.
Damn.
What's up, dog? How you been?
Man, a lot of shit has happened since the last time I was here, right? So,
right.
Man, just got a lot to catch up on. Just been keeping my head down, working, bro, grinding. You know, got a couple opportunities that I couldn't pass up. So, you know, I guess you can see from like what's in front of y'all some of the stuff that I've been doing since I haven't been here at the pod. But we're gonna get into all that. But I definitely just want to catch up with y'all. What's the deal, man? What's the word, y'all?
Shit, you already know what's up, dog. Just same old shit, working, grinding, putting this music out. Coming up here on Wednesdays, having a good time with the homies, chopping it up.
That's right. Where's Gil though?
Damn, that's a.
What's up though?
Nah, the homie Gil, man, the OG got caught up at work. You know, if he makes it, he makes it. If not, it's cool, bro. You know, he said he would let us know.
That's right.
Yeah,
we'll see what's up.
Anyways,
So
it's a luxury having them either way, man.
yeah, hell yeah.
Hey,
but shit, we still gonna give them a dope episode, man.
Hell yeah.
Regardless.
That's right.
Always.
Hey, is it just me or does it feel like nowadays we only get one or the other, fool? It's like Gil or Frank, dog. Like we can't have a squad in the building or
Fuck,
what?
fool.
G?
Are we the same person, though?
Fuck, bro.
There you
Hey,
go.
you get a doppelganger.
Fuck, fool.
You just walk around on your knees when you're careful.
You're like, man, I don't ever see Gil and Frank in the same room at the same time. What the fuck is
bro.
going on, dog?
Ever,
Conspiracy, G.
Hey, fool,
Conspiracy
nobody puts a
theories,
tan
man.
on quicker than Frank. Dog.
Fucking God. But what's up, man? I'm sure you haven't been here since your Dodgers won the World Series.
That's right. Shout out to all the Dodger fans out there.
See
Come
how
on,
quick
my boy.
motherfuckers act brand new, huh?
Bro, I haven't seen this many Dodger fans in my fucking life, bro. It seemed like everybody and their mama all of a sudden became Dodger fans overnight, man. You know?
Yeah.
But it was a beautiful thing to see, man. Obviously, the World Series with New York versus LA, which it wasn't much of a World Series, to be quite honest with you, right? But to have those two markets like really, fight each other, go up to bat at each other, right? No pun intended. It was a beautiful series, and obviously, the better team won.
Yeah, no doubt. That series was crazy, bro. To me, that series was lost game one when Freddie Freeman hit that grand slam.
Freddie, bro.
To me, the series was over, bro. Because the Yankees had that game.
Yeah.
And then Freddie steps up to the plate, grand slam. Bro, I don't even want to play no more after that if I'm the Yankees. I'm like, man, fuck that. Like, we dominate the game, and then this motherfucker just steps up to the plate,
Hey,
grand
fool.
slams it.
Hey, bro. Skill gap.
Oh,
Do
for
better.
sure. Yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
That's what I'm saying is like the morale
Yeah.
for the Yankees
It's over
at
with,
that moment, bro. I mean, the energy just shifts, you know?
Hey, bro.
Bro.
Don't let that fool up the bat.
I really think it's mental because you saw something earlier in the playoffs that happened to the Dodgers was going down to the Padres, right? And having to come back and mentally having to make that comeback, right?
Yeah.
Because, to that point, man, like that was, the monkey on their back was not being able to get out of the playoffs the last 2 years, Yo.
Chris, I think the audio fucked
Yeah,
up.
the audio.
Oh, we're good. We're back.
Not being able to make it out of the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And then when they went down against San Diego, I think they really just kind of mentally stepped up. And that's the thing that you didn't see with New York, right? With the Yankees. Like when they went down, bro, it was it. Like to your point, they packed it up. It's like, we talk about combat sports all the time. It's like when you get knocked down, bro, like get your ass back up. The fight isn't over.
Not at all, man. That CTA ain't kicked in that hard yet.
Nah, yeah. And then when the Dodgers took, game 3 in New York, I was like, oh, yeah.
That's
It's wraps,
it.
bro. They're one win away from winning it,
How many games? Is it 4 then? Like how many games did they play?
It's a 7-game series.
7?
Yeah, so the first one to win 4 games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it was almost a sweep.
Hey, but all I'm going to say is exactly what I was saying before. Fuck Ohtani, dog. Everybody talks about Ohtani. I only lose money on Ohtani, fool.
Bro,
If you bet on him during the World Series, you lost money, 1,000%. That
Isn't
fool was
like a high level?
yeah.
Well, he's the best player on the team.
And isn't
you
World
know?
Series like the best fucking
It's a
competition?
championship. Yeah, it's a championship.
So then why the fuck is Ohtani full of hype?
Shit, I don't know, man. That dude was nowhere to be seen though.
Who's the guy that you said was the guy to be betting on?
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
What is he? Where's position does he play?
First base?
First base, yeah.
Damn. Y'all told me way too late, bro. I swear to God. I've been hearing people talk about Ohtani. I was just making stupid bets. Like, if he was up every day, dog, it was like Ohtani and 3 other people. I don't care who. Lost every time.
You lost every
I lost every fucking time, dog.
Yeah, he disappeared during the World Series.
You know what I hope you didn't bet on, though?
Who?
Tyson.
Oh.
Fool, you know what I saw,
No, I did, but I made money on Tyson.
73% of the bets in Vegas were on Tyson.
For real?
That's okay.
Why?
So you know Vegas won. Fool, Vegas had a fucking cleanup, dog.
Oh, how?
73% of people.
How? Why?
Dude, yeah, that's ridiculous. Bro, because, bro, they just want him to win.
I think that's what I was thinking, because I think it was more of like a
nostalgic.
They're not really thinking about it. They just think Tyson.
It's Tyson.
The people from a certain era who grew up watching him, they're like, of course I'm gonna put 10 racks on Tyson.
Okay, but what do you think? You think it was a real fight, or you think it was bullshit?
I don't know.
It was bullshit.
I think it might have been real, bro.
No. Okay, you box.
Man.
Real or
Fool,
not?
You could make an argument that Tyson was pulling his punches.
You.
Yeah, I think it was.
It's cap, right?
I think it's cap. I think it was cap.
Why?
Getting into the theories this early, right into the show, right?
Y'all gonna
I
give
thought
me
it was.
smoke,
I
G.
thought it was cap, bro. I thought it was
Why?
cap from, like, so leading up to the fight, like Tyson and all of his training footage, right? Like, looked amazing. And his sparring footage and his training footage looked amazing, right? His feet look right underneath him. He looked, like he's full of fucking piss and vinegar. But he doesn't have to make any weight. He's not weight drained. He doesn't have to cut no weight. He's like, so from one day to the next, you're saying that what the nerves got to him?
Well, it's his toe, fool.
Yeah.
It's toe, dog.
Well, dog, come on. Like, you're thinking about what he's posting, the training clips.
Yeah.
Motherfucker can go hard for a minute. Go straight hard for a minute for the video. Post it, and you don't know how he feels after.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Dog, I just
bro.
think, personally, it's a 60-year-old man, bro.
100%.
He smokes.
Yeah.
He's got all these shits that he's got
Hey,
to
dog.
him.
Hey, fool.
Hey, dog.
The fuck,
We all
dog?
smoke.
Chill
Hey,
out.
dog.
Okay, dog.
Well, I smoke cigarettes after fights on the way to the weigh-in. G.
What I'm saying is comparing that to, like, somebody who's probably training different, who doesn't do those things, but dog, just the age alone, fool, like.
Yeah. Father time's undefeated.
If you get in the ring with the 60-year-old dude, like, you're
beat
gonna
the fuck out that old ass man. I'm beating with his
That's what I'm
cane.
saying.
I'm beating with his walker.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yes.
I don't know if it was fixed, but I mean, I think I kind of expected that.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
come on, bro.
but did you guys see that a script came out?
What?
Nigga, a
What?
play-by-play script. I'm talking, this is what you're going to do. And it was to a T. So round 1, he was going to come out old school Tyson style, doing his peekaboo movement to close the gap. Exactly what he did, starting with his jab, leading with the jab, and then he basically dwindles out. There's a script, you could look it up. It was already released on like Twitter and everything. Every single round is accounted for. The only thing different was that Jake Paul was supposed to knock him down in the last round. What was that, the 8th? I think they did 8 rounds, right? He was supposed to knock him down, which didn't happen. But
Okay,
everything
so
else.
here's my thing. This wasn't an exhibition match, right? This was
This was a real
actually,
fight.
yeah, this was actually a sanctioned fight.
That's what I'm saying. So if I were to believe that, I would have to start believing that other fights are fixed.
They are.
Oh, 1,000%.
Boxing is notorious for that.
100%.
To the point with the script.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know.
I could believe somebody going in the ring and with the mentality already knowing they're gonna lose. I could believe that, but a script, dog.
Okay, so check this out. What I'll say, I don't know if all the other fights, boxing is notorious for being fixed, right? Notorious.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've been doing scripts all the time or if it's just like, hey, bro, by the 5th round you're gonna take a fall, right? That's the way I imagined it was going before. This is a little different. It was done on Netflix. It's an influencer, right? It's a completely different kind of world. But even script aside, dog, like 60-year-old man or not, there's plenty of footage of Tyson. Even when he fought, who did he fight last?
Roy Jones.
When he fought Jones, it was the same thing. You can go look at that the training footage of it, and he moves. His movement, just alone, his movement is enough for me, right? You don't lose that part. Yeah. Right? You might not hit as hard, you might not do this, do that, but if I watch a video of you yesterday and you're quick, your legs are underneath you, and then the very next day you're just two-stepping with the motherfucker, bro. Standing in the middle of the ring, I I just don't believe it at all. You know, like the effort. It was like two different fighters.
And what's up with him biting on his gloves? I know that's a tick that he's done his whole career.
He low-key has done it his whole career,
bro. But he bit on his gloves his whole fight,
and he bit a fool's ear off.
Yeah,
that's not.
Nah, he absolutely did that.
Yeah,
but you know,
whole fight.
Talking about conspiracy theories, right? Like a lot of people on the interwebs are mentioning that the reason he was biting on his gloves was to remind himself not to punch Jake.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I could see that, bro. I could definitely see that. But also, anytime he got hit in his career, that was his thing, right? If you go back and watch the fight, the first time he actually bites it, Jake Paul hit him with like a nasty ass hook to his face.
Yeah.
And then he started biting it. I think without this fight, that was his thing. Like, you know, you hit a fight like Rod Tank. You hit Rod Tank and he's like socking his head and then shaking it in front of you. You hit some guys and they're like, nah, it didn't hurt. Even if it hurt, that's like the fucking thing. I think for Tyson, probably it was like when you hit him, that's him, it's pitbull mode. But I think for this fight, you're right. I think he was constantly trying to check himself. Like, don't, because low-key a couple of times, he fucking rocked Jake.
Yeah.
No, he did.
Yeah, he put some sauce on him.
Well, I mean, you know, if it was something that was fixed, then, you know, that kind of, as if I was I mean, I like boxing, I'm a fan of boxing, but I wouldn't say I'm a huge boxing fan. But if I were a huge boxing fan, I'd be a little disappointed, especially if coming from that era, you know, somebody who like maybe looked up to Tyson or some shit, to sell out for a fight like that, dog, to somebody who is notoriously hated in the boxing community.
But so this
kind of whack.
This is the go ahead.
So I gotta give Jake his props.
Yes.
I gotta give Jake his flowers, man.
Unfortunately,
to get a deal done with Netflix first and foremost, dog. Like for him to crash
that
Netflix,
shit was whack though,
bro.
Kept stopping.
It low key was,
but 100 million views.
Yeah, it happens on pay-per-view too, and we don't have to pay for it now.
100 million views.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And the fight card, like the two fights prior to that, the Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, that was amazing.
Bro, those were the fights.
Those were the fights.
Yeah.
You know, Barrios and Ramos, like those were the fights. Yeah. Those fights were incredible. Yeah. Those were great fights. Those are championship fights, right?
The fact that a Mike Tyson fight was the worst fight on the card.
Like I gotta give that dude his. I gotta give Jake his, you know, unpopular opinion is I gotta give him his props, bro. I'm like, look, man, he's gone up there.
Business side of things,
from a business perspective,
flowers, 1000%.
Even just getting into the ring, bro. Like, there's a lot of people who are out there talking all this shit. Like, I'll fuck up fucking, you know, Jake Paul, and I'll do this and I'll do that. I'm like, bro, like once you'll last one round.
No, you won't.
Yeah,
maybe not even that.
You'll spar. You'll come into the gym and you'll last one round.
Bro, he's yoked. He is an athlete. He wrestled in high school as well as his brother. His coach is fucking Freddie Roach, and he's on all the Mexican meat that there is.
Yeah,
like you're not
he's juicing for sure.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You guys ever see those clips where he was in the backyard beating the piss out of his homeboys? No. Bro, this motherfucker had a ring in his backyard, and he just have the homies hop in, and he would just beat the piss out of these fools. When he first started boxing, before it became like a real thing, I think with was it KSI he started with?
Yeah.
It was all just like internet beef bullshit, right? I think it was with Logan actually.
I have no idea.
Logan started against
Logan started
with KSI. Right? I think Lil Bro handled the beef. But back then, bro, he used to have his backyard and just be beating the fuck out of his homies in there, bro.
Well, I think it goes to say the best thing that came out of that fight was fucking Mike Tyson memes when he was bare ass
naked.
Cheeks for the world to see.
Motherfucker, dog.
Hey, Mike Tyson got a square ass booty too, bro. I know y'all seen that shit.
That shit was funny, bro. Homie just turns around after the fucking interview.
It said peekaboo his ass, motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Peekaboo cheeks, dog.
You
didn't see that?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
The world saw that shit.
That shit was everywhere on the internet, dog.
Worldwide, dog.
He butt ass naked. It gets hot while you training.
That whole weekend was just full of memes. That shit. It was a good meme. That was a good meme right there.
Did you guys see when Jake watched it?
Nah.
Yeah, he's just watching the interview and then he turns around with his ass out. Jake's like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with that guy?"
Man, it's crazy though how fucking fast like the meme's done.
Hey, no, but yeah, 100%.
You don't even see that shit no more.
But keep in mind, like, imagine being his son. He just hugged and kissed his butt ass naked dad on camera. I love you, son. Get your dick off me, dad. What the fuck, bro? The camera's here,
bro. Come on, fucking.
Yeah, you see that little, like, all of a sudden he was P Diddy, fucking, and his son was Mike.
Damn,
fuck, man. But what's up, man? I'm starting to see a lot of shit brewing up in the real world. Real fights.
We're ready to crash out globally.
I see a lot of headlines, man, talking about World War III. What do y'all think, man?
Well, damn. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
The world's
right?
gonna crash out,
bro. Biden just allowed the Ukraine to use long-range missiles, U.S. long-range cruiser missiles, and it's like, bro,
we'll be fine.
We'll
be fine.
Why wait to the end of your tenure? Unless you're trying to fuck it up for the next fucking person up in line, right? Unless that's strategic, right?
That's what they did with COVID. That's exactly what they did with COVID. Trump, I mean, and you think about that presidency, dog. Trump had arguably one of, if not the best presidency in all of American history, dog. Trump was one of the most presidential presidents that there was, right? Like, whether it was the economy, whether it was, like, people don't even know how he helped the hood out, dog. Like, opportunity zones, right? Literally incentivizing investors to stay in here. If you want to,
how do those work, G?
So I forget the exact years, but there's basically a tier of, if an investor were to come into the hood and buy some building out, a lot of times they're buying it, flipping it, right? Gentrifying the neighborhood and getting up out of there. They're not from the neighborhood. They don't stay in the neighborhood. And that pushes all the people within the neighborhood out.
The people that can't afford it anymore.
Exactly, right? So what happened with opportunity zones is it incentivized investors to stay on the properties, right? So I think it's like after 3 years, you get to defer, and these are just numbers, right? Like, let's say 10, 20% of your capital gains, and then 6, and it keeps climbing. And I believe it's after 10 years, you can defer all of your capital gains, right? So it really incentivizes these investors to not only invest into these neighborhoods, but stay in the neighborhood, right? Exactly, right? You want to defer these capital gains? Well, you got to be part of the community now. So that alone helps the fucking disenfranchised neighborhoods, right? Now, think about all the things that he did positive. If you could just erase all the negatives, true or not, and just look at the positives, simultaneously doing it during a global pandemic when the whole fucking country was shut the fuck down.
Yeah.
And the whole point, for no reason at all, zero reason it got shut down. The whole point was just to shit on his fucking presidency, was to make it as hard as possible. Imagine what it would have been without COVID.
Yeah.
Without any, if you pushed that far without any obstacles in your way, what would you have done without, I mean, with obstacles in your way, what would you have done without them, right? It's just a shit show, dog. So now to do this right now, it's like, bro, all you're trying to do is extend this fucking mess, so this dude has to clean it up. But to be honest, if anybody could clean it up and put a deal on the table.
But, bro, I wish Gil was here, because I was going to ask Gil, hey, Gil, you know, I know you're probably watching this, Gil. I'm like,
call in,
the one call in, Gil. Por favor, call in, G, because I really think, I wanted to ask you this question about, you think Trump is cap? And cap in the way where, let me kind of fill that in, right? So back in 2016, right, when let me remind everybody, right, he did disparage us as Mexicans specifically, right, talking that we're rapists and we're drug dealers and some people are good. And he also promised that Mexico would pay for that wall. Yeah. And none of that shit fucking happened. A lot of the stuff that he talked about, right, and in my mind is it, okay, you've been a showman for so long, right? Are you saying things just to dominate the headlines and get shock value from people, right? And it's just fucking cap.
Well, that's what they all do.
Yeah, 100%. But I'm like, I don't think they're comparing Donald Trump to Ronald Reagan.
That's weird.
A lot of people are making those two comparisons just because both of them are actors, right? Yeah. They're both like Republican, right? But if you ask a lot of Republicans,
both got shot at.
Both got shot at.
That's pretty.
Both got shot.
They both got shot.
They both got shot.
Damn.
They both got shot. Right.
That's some females.
And the last time that there was any type of immigration reform was Ronald Reagan.
Trip, low key. Okay, yeah, but that doesn't.
Crazy that I've had people like tell me that same thing. Like, that's their prediction, is that Trump's gonna be the guy. Like, everybody's scared of the immigration stuff, but he's gonna be the guy that just like has an immigration reform and tries to help people.
I think there's a lot of money in immigration reform.
There definitely is, and I can definitely see that. But the Reagan comparison, no. You could do the same thing with Lincoln and JFK. Everything about their presidency was 100 years apart. It's funny you say that, because I had just posted a story where I forgot what the subject was, but it was like, is he going to do this or is it cap? To your point in like kind of these promises, and bro, that's what they all do, right? Like, but the difference is, I think the question comes down to, look, in America, the unfortunate and the fortunate part is that a presidency is only 4 years. So you can only realistically do so much within 4 years. Now, if you get to double down back to back and get your 8 years right there, you can kind of make a bit of an impact on there, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that there's enough time to really sit down and like, you know what I mean? Like really make those kind of impacts on shit. I think that you take 10 promises and you fulfill 3 or 4 of them if you do a good job, right? Most presidents don't fulfill shit.
Yeah.
You know, they do one thing maybe, and then the next guy comes and undoes it. At the end of the day, I think what Trump is not cap on is the economy, right? Trump's presence alone has a very positive impact on the economy. It's always fucking bullish on Trump, at least, right? I think that when it comes to immigration, bro, it's such an easy hot topic for him to touch on that's his button to, you know, keep staying relevant and fucking around. But maybe you get some reform. But you know, I think most are cap. You know, 60% cap is a good deal in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, plus you have your cabinet that's gonna come and tell you, like, you're gonna make all these promises, then you become president, and that's just you bullshitting. And then the homie's like, hey, check it out, you're tripping. You can't do all that. Hillary's not getting locked up. You're not doing emails. Epstein. He's not doing the Epstein list. That's what the thing was.
Oh yeah,
I hope he does.
I don't think it's happening, bro.
Can't do that, bro. Actually, you know, you weren't here for this convo when we had it. Why do you think it's not happening?
We did talk about it.
Because I think that fool's on it, dog.
Damn,
straight up, fool. Like, let's hey, dog. Like, I think, hey, fool. Like, let's. You know, obviously that's just a fucking opinion. At what capacity? You know,
probably was, though.
You know, and at what capacity is he? Right? Like,
that's the part that matters.
I can't sit there and fucking, you know, kind of speculate on it, right?
How many times were you on it? That's what I want to know.
What the fuck is it that you were doing?
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, I mean, look, it's like P. Diddy, right? So like you get the all white party. If you there in the day having a good time, then you out at P. Diddy party having a good time, bro. That shit was popping since the fucking like 90s in New York and shit, right? If you're there at the after party when the freak off is happening, then you at the freak off.
Yeah.
You know,
facts.
I'm pretty sure that this Epstein Island thing, that there were parts of it that were just normal bullshit, rich do flex, right? And then if you went into the temple and went underground and all that shit, then eyes wide shut
with the weird shit.
Yeah.
What the fucking weirdo
and
shit,
that's
dog.
my question, right? Because like, let's say I hire you as a performer just to go flex in front of all these people. I got fucking homie Frank, he's a magician. He likes to disappear, dog. Fucking
damn, fool.
Hey, my bad, Spencer.
That's right.
But you're just an act. You're just for one show. Thank you for that. You're just for one show. Maybe you were just entertainment, right? But if you're here, if I see your name 4 or 5, 6 times on this list, you're not entertainment, dog.
Yeah.
You know, you a frequent flyer, G, on the Lolita Express.
There's a comment up there that says, if he was on the list 100%, it would have been leaked. I agree.
I agree with that a bazillion %.
I agree, dog.
I'm just trying to present another fucking.
I feel like,
another position.
no
You feel
doubt.
me?
No doubt. I know what you mean too. Like I could see that, but I think like there was so much going on and so many headlines to tarnish this dude.
Yeah.
Destroy him.
Oh, that would have been beautiful.
That would have.
Yeah. If nothing else did it, that would have done it. Yeah.
That would have wiped him
100%. And actually, yeah, because the Republicans.
But one can argue that if they do that, people would ask to see more. And
so
people in that party might have gotten
because everybody's
leaked,
talking
huh?
about like the Epstein list is like the most powerful list, right? Because it's like the who's who of like who's making shit happen.
Yeah.
So if there's a lot of
the Epstein list is by far more concerning than the Diddy list.
Yeah, but I want to see the Diddy list a little bit more. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's more entertaining, bro.
Yeah,
the Diddy list is a lot more.
I want to see the tapes. Hey, they just
No.
released them. Hey, fool, he said baby oil, dog.
Diddy oiled up.
I'm trying to see shit get weird, bro. And what? Nah, bro. Look, they already started releasing them. Full. Look, all I'm gonna say, dog, is in my life I've seen plenty of weird shit. If you don't fuck around and tell me I'm gonna see fucking the Migos doing some wild ass shit with somebody else, like fucking Stuart Little or something, for
Stuart Little.
Fool.
I want hold on. Stuart Little, what the mouse, dog?
Hey, fool. I don't know celebrities like that, dog.
Let me preface it with this. Earlier in our conversation, you said don't meet your heroes. What if y'all see somebody you really fucking like?
Look,
somebody
bro,
whose music you listen to?
It could only been Nip, and it wouldn't have happened, fool. It wouldn't have happened, dog.
1,000%, 1,000 on Nip, right? But I'm saying, like, you're like, oh man, I like XYZ, and then you see that fool, you're like, what the fuck?
My guy was 50, and I don't think he on it.
Nah, 50 ain't on it.
That's my guy right there.
Hey, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised though, dog. Okay, so check it out. All right, so what? You wouldn't see that. You wouldn't. You
think about 50? You think 50 would?
I don't think 50 would have been, but I could see, bro, that motherfuckers is crazy, bro. You wouldn't if somebody said, "Hey, look, this the 5th tape." Hey, fool, hey, this the 5th tape. You're gonna be like, nah. At the least, your ass probably gonna peek through your fingers, bro. You gonna see fifth. Nobody's saying bust it all wide open and have a good time and take it to the bathroom, dog.
Nah.
But if you was like, damn, bro, that's fifth.
Damn.
That's fifth.
That's nah. Fool.
That's fifth, and that's Dave Chappelle. Fool.
Hell nah. Those are hell nah.
Damn, dog.
Nah, dog. I don't think that's just
crazy many, man.
Nah, fool. I don't think. Shout out to the homie 50, fool. I don't think he's on that train, my boy.
No, I don't think so. Playing. So good though, dog.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's scary using that term. It's scary using train in that combo. Gee, I was Ben's house, homie. Relax, fool. Fuck, dog. Trying to get me canceled.
Damn, fool.
Nah, but I mean, you know, I would like to see both lists.
You want to see both videos?
That's
crazy.
No,
Gee, it's all right.
That's why I reword not takes.
Oh,
God.
I'd like to see both lists, just because I mean, dog.
Yeah,
I feel like it'll explain a lot too.
And it's gonna verify some shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's gonna validate something you
all the shit that's been brewing up for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even call it conspiracies anymore, but like everything that like at least from when I was like at least a teenager, bro, all the shit you hear about Hollywood being Hollyweird and shit like that.
Weird, bro. Yup.
You know, like then there wasn't a lot of shit that was coming out. Now it's like
bro, it's pouring.
Now it's like you look at all the people that people were like, oh, that fool's weird, he's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this fool's not a pedo.
That fool thinks everybody's a pedophile. Yeah. And it's like now that motherfucker's like, I told you these motherfuckers were all pedophiles,
bro, for real.
You know,
for real, and he's dead or some shit or just crashed out. Nah, so, bro,
I mean, yeah, I think like T, you said, he's gonna verify a lot of shit.
But you know, it's a trip. Actually, and I want your opinion on this, right? Because we had this convo with Gil before. My opinion is, if that list were to get released, Gil was like, "Oh yeah, fucking every time I see that laugh, I get terrified and look fool." My chat thinking he's Chiefs class.
The chat's wild, fool.
Chill, fool.
The chat is wild.
Damn, don't do my chat there like
bro,
that.
This chat is undefeated, dog.
Undefeated,
bro. Get your feelings hurt for sure fucking around in the chat, dog. Bro.
That's fucking Mark Anthony himself.
Mark Anthony.
Shit. So was J-Lo on there, G?
Man, bro.
That's why she left.
That's the shitty part. I think so. Mariah Carey for sure.
J-Lo was too busy finding new husbands.
I'm 23. That combo. Yeah. Old and broke. Nah, so this is my question, bro. So Gil feels like Trump would have released that list. I don't think he would, right? And to me personally, I don't think he would, because I think if anything, we want to talk about conspiracies, what's going to cause civil unrest. Releasing that list, in my mind, causes civil unrest.
Yeah, honestly, like, it's like, fuck the celebrities, bro. Like, seeing certain politicians up there, names and shit like that.
Yeah.
People are not going to like that. And they're not going to take that very easy at all.
Yeah.
You know?
People are going to, everybody's crash it out.
Hell yeah, bro.
And the fucked up part, though, is that if it really is what we assume it is, where it's just like, the entire infrastructure, it really is this swamp, right? And it's time to clean it type shit. The scary part is, if it really is mainly just the people in power or a fuck ton of people, you can't really just eradicate an entire system, especially without something already set up to replace it like immediately. That infrastructure has to be swapped out.
It would be a huge domino effect.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly, bro. So how much does your infrastructure in America start to crumble during that process?
Yeah, and you made a good point last time when you said like everybody pretty much, it's like if I'm doing some shit and you're my right hand man, then you're just guilty by association.
Yeah,
even
bro.
if you're not involved, dog.
You're doing
like
something.
You're guilty by association, you know, because you're backing it up. If you're aware of it and you don't care and you're not stopping it, it's like.
And the thing, bro, like if you're the main guy, right? Are you just putting a rando next to you?
Yeah, no, hell no.
You got me fucked up, bro. Yeah. I'm vetting this.
Dismantle like all that.
Nah, yeah, it's scary, fool.
Dog.
Yeah. Well, you just crumble everything.
Yeah,
100%.
No, yeah, you fuck your whole system up.
It's obviously we love having these fucking theories and these fucking conversations about conspiracies, right? But sharing this conversation, I had got to spend some time living out in Washington D.C.
Oh, that's right.
And got to spend some time with some spec ops individuals.
Sick.
So I got some family who's in the military and put me around individuals who were coming out of the military, going into the State Department, right, getting ready for their second tour, right, as you would call it, and obviously not having security clearance and not being in the loop, right, like there's very little information that they can give anybody. But the one thing that consistently they told me, right, it was the type of information that they have access to and people with a lot higher security clearance, right? It would blow your mind, right? And that, you know, us as a population wouldn't be able to handle the truth. No. So a lot of people say like, oh, well, you're so full of conspiracy, dog. You know, there's no fucking aliens, there's no this, there's no that. But it's like, bro, like if consistently, like everything that you said there was no island with fucking, you know, little kids were being trafficked, and you said
that's crazy,
right? And then that was fucking insane. That was crazy. And then there's a whole fucking island, right? You know, and all these other things that
after that, nothing sounds crazy.
Yeah. You know, so if everything is possible, then why aren't you questioning everything?
Yeah, anything is possible, fool.
Yeah,
you know, I think said it, anything is possible, G. You know, I think said it best, man, was Dave Chappelle. He said to never call a man or anybody dismissive. I mean, crazy, because crazy is dismissive, you know? Yeah. And to be honest, man, everybody's crazy till they're not, dog. As stupid as it is, right? It's, again, there's, what is it like when you have hyperbolic cats out here like Alex Jones, where so like me, I think Alex Jones is a half-truther. I don't think he's really like a pioneer in conspiracy, right? Like how you have fucking, who made a Behold a Pale Horse? Bill Cooper. Bill Cooper was murked. Bill Cooper was the real Alex Jones, right? You want to see Alex Jones before Alex Jones? Bill Cooper. Alex Jones has been around forever, talking the most shit. Nothing ever happens to the guy. People, all kinds of people get smoked. But then you listen to what he says, and he's like, they're turning the frogs gay. And it's like, no, bro, it's true, right? But check it out. But they're really fucking with your water. But if you say it in a way, now I can't take you serious, dog. Now you're a conspiracy theorist,
yeah,
right? Well, even though conspiracy theory is not a byword, it's not a negative, right? There should be no negative connotation to it. It was a term coined because this shit happens, dog. You know, I think it was like the Nixon administration that it was made, right?
And inserting a real fucking life situation. Is this conspiracy where you're talking about them fucking with your water? Why RFK wants to get fluoride out of the water?
My bad. Say that again.
So RFK, right, has just been assigned to, you know, to Trump's
health shit, department. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I was just watching the press on that.
And he's advocating for the removal of fluoride from our fucking drinking water.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fluoride
is that all water?
From our drinking water, yeah.
Not Arrowhead, dog.
Ah, fuck.
We're gonna do it again, dog.
Not Arrowhead.
Hey, if we have to do this, Kirkland one.
Watch, who's gonna ban all water bottles except Arrowhead?
Except Arrowhead.
Nah, fool.
It's gonna be at every job site.
Just drinking beer, fool.
It's the first one banned.
Damn, that's fucked up.
That was a water turning fucking frogs gauge.
Yeah, fool. And you keep fucking, man. This guy's got a gallon jug at the job now, fool.
He's hoarding it, fool.
Fool.
DBT saving it,
damn,
dog.
Fool. He's got the trucks that come with the big jugs.
Just bathing in it.
He's just a frog on the truck.
No, but I do like that we're bringing up conspiracies and shit, because our like theories. That was kind of like what I wanted to like touch on today. And you know what? Hit up the chat, see if they got anything they want us to talk about. But can you scroll up, Chris?
Fluoride these nuts.
I saw one right now, bro.
Wash them with the fluoride.
I saw one right now that I had never heard of, and it tripped me out.
From Sylvia's?
Yeah, no, I think it was Christian. Or I think that's how you pronounce that. Yeah. Christian with a K. Go up.
I got a good one for y'all.
Right there. Naming hurricanes after females' names, conspiracy theory. Is that really a thing? Or is she just like,
nah, hey, get your
pronoun. Fool, that's not a thing anymore, dog.
What is it?
Trump bandit.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Get him. Nah, I ain't gonna be the first. Y'all almost had me. Fool. I was almost the first fool to get crashed out on the Trump campaign.
Don't crash out. Don't crash out.
I'll do it, fool.
I know you would.
Say I won't. Say I'm scared, fool.
No, but is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Well, I know that the hurricanes named after females is real, but what's the conspiracy behind that?
Fool, Mother Nature, G.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know. It's off the top of my head.
That makes sense, though.
I was
I
fired.
I mean,
philosophy.
I can't think of her like a conspiracy to that.
I would think
this is the first time I hear of this.
But there was a fucking Hurricane Milton, fool. That's not.
How you know Milton wasn't? You know, hey, the Milton under what presidency? Fool, was this before Trump or no?
It was.
So then don't assume that fucking hurricane's gender, dog.
Oh, no mames, way. That was fucking dirt. You got Joe Byron, fool.
Joe Byron, let's go, Brandon, fool.
Fuck, dog.
No, but I mean, if you got more information, Christian,
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck that's a
then
conspiracy.
I would like to, hear more, because I've never heard a conspiracy about that.
I got a question for y'all then. Because y'all like to put me on the chopping block. Y'all want me to be the dummy that takes the L. Gil said last time, damn, that fool the philosopher, when they come to get me, dog. What's the craziest conspiracy that you guys have heard that you believe is real?
That I believe is real?
Yeah. Yeah, y'all gonna crash out with me.
Damn, dog, that's a tough one, because I never like to believe anything like this. I've never liked to be 100% about anything, but I mean, I guess you could say like I lean maybe towards something.
Well, believe is not know, right?
Well, I think, yeah. The first thing to me was like, before was all like the Hollywood shit. Like at that time, I believed all that shit was real. And now it's kind of coming
there's a bunch of conspiracy around Hollywood, like the pedo stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, 9/11, like being an inside job, I believe it.
I think a lot of people at 9/11 might have been the first.
Another one that I'm like, I don't think I believe it, because I think if you know about it, I'm sure you know about it, but you correct me if I'm wrong. I think it involves the earth being flat, but the firmament shit.
Yeah.
I kind of believe. Like I kind of like. There's some things that I see and I'm like, damn.
You're on Earth.
No. That's the
so
reason.
A firmament doesn't necessarily have to mean you're on the flat Earth.
Yeah, but a lot of people that do argue about the firmament, they believe in a flat Earth.
Well, okay, so everybody that believes in the firmament are not flat earthers, but every flat earther does believe in the firmament.
Okay, there you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the firmament would basically be a replacement for your atmosphere on a flat Earth, right? It's like a snow globe. But some cultures believe that like the Earth is a giant tortoise and the firmament is the shell on the back and we're just on top of it, right? So some believe that it's an infinite pillar and some believe it's infinite circles and pools, right? There's no firmament in any of those. A firmament also is just required because there's like a separation. So even the Egyptians, right? If you look at the story of the gods, you had Amun or Amon, right? Amun or Amen, my bad. Who's the singular god that created all the other gods, right? Then created Geb, and I think it was Tefnut. Geb is the earth, and Tefnut's the sky. He lifts her up and stretches her out like a canopy, and she kind of creates like a upside down U over him, and she's like the firmament, the separation of the sky and the earth, right? But some cultures believe a firmament to be necessary because like the Bible actually is supposed to be that there's waters above the waters. So there's the earth, and the earth is full of all this chaotic water. Then you have the firmament, and what we would call the universe is actually just deep water.
Deep water, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that when like the flood, Noah's flood, for example, how did all that water come and just encompass the entire globe? Well, because it literally came from the firmament, right? But yeah, to your point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one theory that I've always kind of like.
Well, and you know what? One thing I said too is the Operation Fishbowl is where they literally shot the missile heads at the firmament. Yeah. And if you look at it, the thing explodes, and if the firmament is like this, the cloud didn't go up. It kind of encompassed the circle and went down.
Like, kind of ate that shit.
Exactly.
Like, took all the force.
Almost like if you were in a snow globe and you shot a missile at the top, the clouds would just and come down, right?
Yeah.
Same exact shit.
Yeah, that shit trips me out, bro. Like, that's something that I've, like, heard about before. Like, and to this day, like, sometimes I'll just catch little shit that I see online. I'm like, damn.
You think we went on the moon?
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell fucking no. We didn't go to no moon, dog.
Fuck the moon, bro.
That's right.
Fuck the moon. Homie, we big son around here.
Bro.
Hell no, bro. Like,
big luminary.
Us saying that we went to the moon was just simply us trying to beat Russia or something.
Yeah, space race.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is your conspiracy that you're like, damn, I can't believe that. Like, I believe that's real. That's a real one.
Damn.
Crazy one.
That's, fuck. I believe there's a couple of them, bro.
Yeah,
but I think the one that I truly believe in, and maybe it's more of a theory than like an actual conspiracy, is I believe in the multiverse, right? I believe that you are living.
You notice how this fool just sidelined his crash out, fool?
Bro,
I don't appreciate that.
There's.
Hey, what conspiracy do you believe in? The Matrix.
It's the multitude of universes, right, that exist all at the same time, because it's every single decision that you make, right? It's a whole different set of consequences or actions that happen, right? So how are those predetermined? They can't be predetermined. So that means that it's infinite,
So you think there's infinite amounts of us making different decisions?
100%.
But some the same.
1,000%.
Wait, but why can't it be? Well, I know, right? There's a version of me just smoked out the game right now. Smoked out the game.
I know, I got one.
Right? Right. There's a version of me for a dead ass is sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. So y'all better relax.
Yeah, that's right.
Y'all better relax.
Y'all ever watch Rick and Morty?
All the time, every episode. Fool.
Come on, dog.
Okay.
Come on,
What kind
bro.
of question is that? Hey, do you know who Jesus is? Fool?
You know who Pickle Rick is? Dog?
Fool, Pickle Rick, dog.
That's
Come on,
right.
fool. I know. Hey, there's some conspiracies on Rick and Morty, but no. Yeah, I know the multiverse, fool. All right, but that's just a theory, like you said. I'm talking conspiracy.
Damn.
Conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
You believe we went to the moon?
Hell no. Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, absolutely not. We don't believe it.
I think that's like that and 9/11 have to be like the foundation of if I can fuck with you as a conspiracy theorist or not.
Yeah.
You know, before we have that convo, that's got to be like the precursor. Like,
COVID's another one.
yeah.
Like an engineered, that it was an engineered disease.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. If you believe in COVID, I don't want to speak to you as a human being anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you believe that it was what they.
Yeah, there wasn't a
made it out to
man-made
be.
and bioweapon here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember dudes were dying in China and then nothing happened anymore.
I think the one conspiracy that I used to say a lot when I was coming up as a teenager and ended up, I don't know if it's confirmed, right? But, weather mapping.
Oh yeah, it is.
Well, yeah,
seeding now.
Seeding now, that's what they call it, right?
Yes,
Cloud seeding. Cloud seeding, right?
Yeah,
but it's nah, you're manipulating the weather.
Hey, if you want me to add a little sauce onto your conspiracy theory,
go on.
you know what they're spraying in their chemtrails?
Baby oil?
Damn, G. All you're gonna see for a big picture of me in the sky, dog. Every time the cloud goes by. Philosopher, homie. Yeah, slipping and sliding, gripping and riding, homie. So, full metals, right? Two metals that they're spraying: barium and aluminum. Now, if you look them up on the periodic table of elements, barium is Ba, aluminum is Al, Bao. So, what does the Bible say? That your Lucifer character is gonna run the air and the sea. He's gonna be in control for 1,000 years. Right? That's why God don't jump in the mix of it. So when you look at seeding, they're literally filling the fucking sky with barium and aluminum all day. And then if you really want to take a step further, when we're getting into like holograms and Project Bluebeam and all that, well, a hologram has to reflect on the surface.
Yeah.
So there's no surface in the atmosphere in the sky. But if you're spraying metals. And you're like,
there's a surface
constantly filtering. I mean, think about it. You have light pollution because of all the pollutants in the city, which literally creates a dense cloud that you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that's fuck. You know what tripped me out the other day? I was just driving, bro, like around LA actually. And I looked up, like I was just looking at the sky and I'm like, dude, I have like a vivid memory, bro, of being a kid and looking at the sky and how blue it was.
Yep.
Like I just have that vivid memory.
Facts.
And now it's like you look up and it
looks like fucking Santa Monica water. Look like the damn beach.
It's bad, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, damn.
You know, even that, bro. Like my tios used to tell me that they'd go fishing at the pier and you could see the fucking fish, bro. I can't see my hand if I put that bitch in the water, fool. That shit is so nasty.
Yeah. Terrible.
That shit is super bad now.
Yeah. All right, so then how about this? Because we have all this fucking alien bullshit going down right now. 2 questions: y'all believe in aliens, and do you believe that whatever they're telling us is going on is real?
Yeah, absolutely believe in aliens.
Okay.
And no, they're not telling us all the truth.
I do believe in aliens, and I also don't think they're telling us the truth. I think they probably. So my theory, or what I think, is there's aliens. They don't know much about them, but they're acting like they know a whole ton about them, so that it goes back to Project Bluebeam.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's like they're preparing us for fucking, if they want to fucking create and, come up with this whole attack or whatever.
Like a false alien invasion.
Yeah, a false alien invasion,
Yeah.
bro. Like, we'll be like gullible.
Oh yeah, all day.
People will eat it up.
That's what I believe.
It's like, oh my God, they've been warning us.
That's what I believe. So do you believe we're making contact with it then?
I think we already did, bro.
Yeah, I think so too.
So if we did, I believe that too.
I think we already did. I think, there's plenty of documentation out there. I think one documentary or one film that I think everybody should watch is the document of Bob Lazar.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all need to go out there and watch Bob Lazar and just the re-engineering, the reverse engineering of all the alien technology.
You know what this brings me back to, bro? The whole firmament shit.
Okay.
So
I'm glad.
The Earth is 75% water, right?
Right.
So, okay, through 75% water, and we've only discovered about 3% of it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think...
we've only, ourselves traveled through 3%.
Yeah. So what I think, bro, is this is my theory. Since I do believe in aliens and the firmament shit kind of has me fucked up a little bit. Okay. I think we might have seen some aliens or some shit. We came in contact with something in the water, bro.
So I like that.
And they were probably like,
all right,
hey, dog, you fool. This my hood, dog. Fool. This my hood, fool. You can't come over here, dog.
Spin the block.
Yeah, go back up. Because why I know, when it comes to science and shit, the water pressure and all that, we can't really go that far.
Yeah.
But why don't... It's we don't even care to go to the water no more, bro. Now it's that NASA went from water to space.
You're right.
Yeah.
So it's what the fuck did we see in the water that made us be nah, Charles?
Well, we've always kind of had that.
Down, let's go up.
Well, think about it, bro. Even who's to say that these stories of Loch Ness monsters and all these crazy shit that we hear from pirates?
You see those big ass fucking whales they got in the water still?
Mm-hmm.
Big ass whales, dog.
Yeah.
And you're telling me there's probably not animals bigger than that?
Well, bro, if they go every time they go down to the Marina Trench or whatever, they're discovering shit, right? Yeah. So this is my question, right? We have the weird part about humans, bro, and this is where I start to believe that there's a good viability to conspiracies or just theories in general about seeding the human race itself, because we have reptilian qualities to us, right? The oldest part of our brain, our stem, is literally a reptilian fucking part. We have webbed fingers, we have webbed toes, right? And when we're in our mother's womb, we're aquatic. The entire time we're aquatic.
Yeah.
Right? We're also a mammal, same as a fucking whale, right? But a lot of our experience, even our home, Earth, is mainly water. You know what I mean? When you look at the human itself, there's not... Mammals are a thing, right? You have whales that are also mammals. Typically, mammals are on the land, right? Then you have your aquatic things, but aquatic things don't have wings. Reptiles don't have webbed fingers and shit well, some do. But you don't have these different species that literally have all three attributes like we do. There's some weird element in quality there. I think it's a UAPs, right? Or USPs, under unidentified submerged phenomenon. Yeah, USPs. And then there's UAPs now, because they're not called UFOs anymore. Right, they're called.
Yeah, no, they're not.
UAPs and USPs.
Christian said we found SpongeBob, G. Bikini bottom at the bottom, G.
Hey.
Damn,
chocolate.
I got some SpongeBob theories for you. Shit.
Hey, no, there's some.
Nah, we ain't gonna get into that.
There's some, G. Okay, so this is my question. Do you guys believe in MK Ultra?
Fuck yeah.
100%.
1,000%. That's a CIA. That's a CIA thing, bro. I mean, dog, it's all about mind control.
Yeah.
They have us controlled, bro, every day, dog, without us even realizing it.
100%.
And that even the ones that are aware of what's going on,
the TVs are patented for a mind control weapon device. You can look it up. It's literally patented as a mind control device or hypnotism device. What do you guys for?
Nah, I think you could see the theory actually materialize in real life. Have you guys ever been in a fucking crowd and one person starts to do something, whether it be running or somebody yells fucking fire or whatever the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, bro.
And it
scream fire.
And it catches like wildfire, right?
Yeah.
Where one person's action, there's has a crazy effect on your mentality, where you fucking trick yourself into being into a fucking panic.
100%. And it's just like a herd mentality, right? Survival. But before we do it, because I want to ask one question that sinks to this. Do you guys also believe in Manchurian candidates then?
In
Manchurian candidates?
What do you think Biden was?
No.
What do you mean?
No. They're like sleeper cells. Right? And these guys, they're assassins though and shit like that. These Manchurian candidates.
I'm like, okay, we're talking about conspiracy theories, right?
Yeah.
Why would you think he wouldn't?
Because he ain't killing nobody. So I got to be able to wake that fool up on command. Like a word like smell the little girl's hair, like he liked to do, right? The hairs on my leg stood up in the pool, and then all of a sudden he snaps and just becomes an elite killer. Like what's that white dude back in the day, man?
And you think Biden's that?
No, I'm just saying no.
You're saying they can control him.
If you're saying like in terms of a puppet and blah blah blah, I don't think he's under control like that, right? I think he's under script control, right? Like old school, his era, because like that dude's mind is so senile and gone already. It's like, but I do believe they do that, right? I do believe they have characters that are basically almost like drones, right? Where people have been able to implement consciousness or something, like the movie Us.
Oh yeah, that movie's crazy.
Right, I believe that same shit happens, right? The sunken place and all that crap. I do believe that can happen in that a cat like Biden, not him. You ever seen the clips of these guys, like the news reporters, where they'll be talking and they just shut down?
Yeah,
right. I think that's like a beautiful example of like the programming just shutting off in a moment, and they just like hot wired before the handler could come in, like tap them real quick and then turn them back on.
Fuck. But
yeah, no, I think Biden's senile, fool. If they have that fool under that, I feel bad for whoever's controlling that guy's brain, dog.
Yeah.
That motherfucker must come back. Yeah.
Well, let's go up to the super chat real quick.
Oh, yeah.
We got the OG with a super chat, man. OG said Mandela effect. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. And that shit done fucked me up a couple times.
You believe it?
I believe it. Okay. Hell yeah.
What was the one that got you?
Full, like different logos, like company logos. I remember the first time I ever learned about the Mandela effect, bro. I saw this video and it said choose the correct logo. I was like, okay, bro. Out of like 30 fucking logos, I probably got like
2 right or some shit.
No, I got a couple. I probably got like 10, 15, like maybe half. I shot less than 50% for sure.
You know which one fucked me up? Darth Vader.
Oh, it's the Luke, I am your father, right?
Yeah, he doesn't say that shit.
He doesn't say that shit, right?
Nah, he says, no, I am your father. Like, bitch, no, get out of here.
Hell no,
There's so many movies quoting it. Yeah, like, Luke, I am, bro.
Dude, the Fruit of the Loom, Fruit of the Loom logo.
Yeah.
Shit like that,
That
bro.
one, the Monopoly Man.
Yeah.
The monocle.
Yep.
Fruit Loops. Yeah. Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Fuck, dude. What was his name? Forrest Gump.
What is that one?
Life was like a box of chocolates.
Oh yeah, but isn't it something? Because he said people see.
Oh yeah,
life is like a box of chocolates.
Like
he said. So the movie says life. My mom always told me life was like a box of chocolates, right? And this fool says when you watch the movie, he says the life is like a box of chocolates. Just one word off, bro. But that term has been quoted in like shit ton of movies, bro. Mandela himself dying in prison is a Mandela effect.
Yeah.
A lot of people remember. A lot of like our elders or whatever remembered him dying in prison, and a lot of our generation remembered him coming out and creating this whole movement.
Yeah, dog. I don't know, dog. That shit.
Fuck all that.
That shit is weird.
Multiverse, G.
It's true.
But so hey, maybe in 2012 the world really ended, fool, and we slipped into one of your multiverses and we got our shit all fucked up, bro. I need Keanu Reeves to come and set this shit straight, dog.
Nah, because
we're in the Matrix, dog.
Fuck.
You think the consciousness would be the same if we shifted into a different multiverse? I don't think so.
Yeah, because
I think the consciousness is
you know
the same?
why?
I think everything is interconnected.
Well,
right?
keep in mind
you're connected with
what did you just
all
ask
the different
about?
iterations of yourself. Because
yeah,
your energy, right?
Yes and no.
So we're talking about like, okay, we've had this conversation before, right? That like we're just a bunch of vibrating atoms, right?
Yeah.
We're like the illusion of solidity, right?
The frequency and vibrations.
100%, right? Things aren't solid.
Yeah.
That's just an illusion.
Mm-hmm. 99% empty space.
So we are 99% empty space, which is energy. Hence, like when your energy is dispersed throughout the universe, you're able to tap into it from wherever you're at. Hence, it doesn't matter what universe you're in.
Okay, so basically what you're talking about is string theory.
Yeah.
Right. But then the assumption would be that string theory also has strings that expand through other dimensions as well. Mm-hmm. Which is something that would be like we can't.
That's
really
a theory
prove,
in
right?
itself.
Yeah, exactly.
The fourth dimension, right?
Well, no. So you can experience 4 dimensions in 5 dimensions. We can conceive of I think 8 or 11 dimensions, but we can't show beyond 4 dimensions.
I think the only time I've experienced a 4-dimensional shit, I was fucking fried, and I feel like I feel like I had an out of body experience, and I was just like staring at myself on the couch, dog.
Who said I was fried?
I was fried. Fool. I tripped out. I went in the restroom.
You're 4th dimension.
I looked in the mirror, and that was probably the worst thing I could have done.
Fool, you saw. Yeah, you never do that. Fool.
I looked in the mirror, and I was like.
You never do that.
All right. So the only time I've had an experience like that, have you guys ever heard like que te sube un muerto when you're sleeping, right?
The sleep paralysis.
Yeah, sleep paralysis, right?
Yeah.
In the world,
Like, I hate that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's the
that
worst.
shit.
And I've had that multiple times, right? Where like to your point, like where I'm like out of my body and I'm seeing myself and I'm trying to wake myself up and I'm just like, bro, this shit's
fucking
weird.
spazzing.
This is crazy. And you snap back in, but the things that you saw around you, right? I'm like, okay, my memory isn't that vivid. So when I snap back in and I remember things that are happening, I'm just like, okay, how do I remember everything that happened?
It almost bleeds into your reality.
Yeah, it bleeds into reality, and it's like something's tripping me out here.
Well, dude, I have some crazy fucking sleep paralysis fucking stories, but I mean, the only thing that your entire body dies, right? If you really think about it, everything is gone, right? The only thing really active, like your existence is entirely depleted. It's just your mind processing still, right? Like everything else is in rest mode. That's why like a lot of religions say like you have a mini death and mini rebirth every day. That's why it's good morning, right? It's a good morning, you rose. Or like even like we got into this the whole etymology and how in the English language we use so many words and don't really understand what they mean, like breakfast, to break your fast, good morning, right? To every day you have your micro, your mini death. But to your point, like you're saying, everything is energy. I agree with that entirely, right? But this would be my question. The fact that you're kind of fathoming a Mandela effect alone, going back to what you said, would mean that you do take your consciousness with you in that situation, right? Because in this reality or this paradigm that I'm experiencing, it's Luke. It's not Luke, I am your father. It's no, I am your father. But I'm still thinking and processing thoughts and vivid memories of Luke, I am your father. So I'm processing from my reality, right? Yeah. And I've just melted into a parallel universe that's just a completely different world, right? But I'm able to, that's why I'm tripping out. Right. That's why people don't think that like the world necessarily just ended, but the whole theory is like that we actually slid into another reality, and that's why none of this shit's making sense. Looney Tunes is spelled with 1 O and not 2, but in my reality, it's spelled with 2. You know.
Yeah, and you know what trips me out too, like that kind of plays in with that is like they say that like when you remember something, like you don't actually remember that thing, like that moment. You remember like a memory that you had of that day.
And a feeling more so.
So like your memories are just memories of memories of memories.
That's why they say memories some of the worst evidence to bring to court. Yeah, you can't trust it.
100%.
Right. And memory too, it's like everything is so your memory is colored by your emotion. Right. It's almost like the fact of the memory is a black and white slate where we kind of know the framework of it. But when I think back on something, if I'm very angered at a person, I'm going to remember things very different. I'm going to remember the way this motherfucker said that shit. Right. Versus if I have this experience, a lot of your emotions are colored. I mean, a lot of your memories are colored with your emotions and how you perceived the moment. You know what I mean? So like perception is one of the most important things in the human experience at all, bro.
No, facts.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Looking at the chat, I saw somebody wants us to really touch on World War III. I know we talked about Biden.
I know we only kind of brought it up and we didn't really say shit.
We really tap into it. But
hey, World War III is coming. But anyways, P. Diddy,
baby oil,
baby oil.
Nah, I mean, the only reason I brought that up was because I seen a couple headlines already that were kind of fucked. I was like, damn, there's a bunch of shit going on. I think most importantly was the fact that, we kind of gave Ukraine green light, right?
Yeah.
To just fire missiles or what did we fire? Did they fire
missiles,
them? And they're American missiles.
Yeah, we provided them too.
Yeah.
Dog. Yeah. We're like, hey, here you go.
Green light. So now Russia's kind of pushing back, like, what the fuck,
Yes,
say less.
Talking about conspiracy theories, do you guys believe we sell to both sides?
Of course, I don't believe I know.
All right.
Who makes the money, bro, and the gold rush? The motherfucker's looking for the gold or the fool selling the shovel, dog?
Shovel, dog.
I got shovels, G. Go find that gold, Papa. But I don't care who wins.
Facts.
To me, it's just a political chess move. from the Biden administration saying a big fuck you to Trump. Here you go. Here's a fucking, issues for you to solve on day one.
Yeah.
And, it's this whole fucking political chess back and forth.
It's a political chess move coming from our people. Like the American government.
No, not from our people, G.
No, I'm talking about the American government.
Yeah, I would say from the left, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely.
100%, bro. That's all they want to do, man. Like, ever since Trump created two very weird dynamics in, like, the political sphere, dog, that have always, like, melted in my mind. What is it? Trump derangement syndrome? TDS? And then smut campaigning. Yeah. It's like, it's all just about shit talking and just firing back, bro. It's like the thing. Was that?
No. Just looking at the chat.
Which one?
You fools are forgetting that Israel and Iran attacked each other, and that's never happened in each history.
In each history? What do you mean?
And probably he's trying to say in their history, right?
That Israel and Iran. What is that? What do you mean, though?
Maybe he's alluding to the fact that Iran is getting closer to like nuclear proliferation.
Oh yeah, so like there's shit happening that hasn't ever happened, and now it's like,
and I'm pretty sure Iran
making shit worse.
Iran is like the biggest arms purchaser for Russia, right?
Yeah,
and Russia's got like the biggest nuclear capacity out there, right? Maybe not the technology, but they have way more nuclear arsenals than we do.
Yeah.
So when you get down to start really looking at like who the homies are and drawing the lines and shit like that, I know the guy that's buying all my guns and ammo, I'm on his side when the war breaks down, and I know that I might be able to slide him some nuclear capabilities and shit. Yeah. That does get kind of iffy when you're talking about World War III.
Yeah, it's hard for me to believe like any of these fucking guys that are leading these countries, right, really want the world to end.
Well, dog,
it takes one strike and the shit's done.
That's why I don't believe that technically, Trump's win was announced or whatever, like motherfuckers are ready to bring peace already, like to the table. Maybe not peace necessarily, but they were like, we could be neutral about.
And they're also putting shit on the table to start to like lower people's nuclear, all the world powers' nuclear capacities, right? Our capabilities. Yeah, they're actually trying to put it on the table. And keep in mind, bro, when Trump got into office, he eradicated Taliban, whatever, rebel fighters in the Middle East. North and South Korea shook hands. Putin made deals. He wasn't fucking nobody up. China wasn't tripping on nothing, dog. Like,
there was no wars.
Yeah.
For the only time in your whole fucking life in American history, we're not at war with a nation.
Yeah.
For 4 fucking years, bro. While simultaneously COVID was happening and this smut campaign was getting around on it. So I think that, they're going to hype all this up, but I don't know. I think old boy's going to get up in there, and Putin's looking a little iffy on shit right now ever since Biden did that, but I'm pretty sure he's going to strike a deal. Putin respects fucking Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they'll sit down, have a deal, and I think that everything will dwindle down a bit, hopefully.
They're comrades.
Yeah, comrade.
No, 100%.
Right. Unless some crazy shit goes down, bro. But all right, what about this, though? This is what I'm going to put mine on. All this is hype. It's all just to get you all caught up. The fake fucking, right when we're on the precipice of World War III, dog, fake aliens are going to land on the fucking Washington, D.C., on the fucking lawn house, bro, and then, or the front lawn, and then we're going to make peace with each other. Your New World Order properly
we all gotta come together.
Yeah, hey, we gotta come together. Hey, we're gonna have a mega section right here. We're gonna wall off all of America. It's gonna be the big walled country, and no aliens can get in this wall. But to get in the wall, you gotta take a chip in your arm and forehead, and then you're up in your little spot. I would almost think that. I mean, they even, what did Einstein say? World War. I don't know why World War III will be fought, but I know it'll be fought with sticks and stones, or 4 will be fought with sticks and stones.
Yeah.
If fucking aliens came down and caused some wreck, they could probably do that mess too.
Yeah.
Facts.
And also, while this is happening, we're getting all this release. I don't know if you guys saw it, but they just showed that video, or the still shot of the alien video they had.
Oh yeah.
All right. You remember the old video?
They released a bunch of shit too, saying like somebody, I forgot, I saw a video. She said like, oh yeah, the aliens live in the ocean or some shit like that.
Yeah. And I can see that too. I mean, if you think about it too, like going back to the whole Anunnaki thing and all that, what is like the unique mineral or sustenance or substance on this planet that makes it magical, right? It's really just 2 things: gold and water. Gold and water are the 2 things that, like, are the most important commodities on the planet itself, right? When you look at the Anunnaki story and they're here to harvest gold, they're looking at how rare water is in the fucking galaxy, in the universe. What do you see with all these UFO things? Like in Mexico, is this weird ass fucking UFO hanging over this lake, sucking water up, or just creating some weird little thing, and then it just blasts in there. The other thing too is that, like I've alluded to, I don't believe in aliens. I believe more so into interdimensional beings. Also, there's inner earth shit that I believe in. You have massive underground civilizations that were just carved out for no fucking reason, bro. Massive ones. Yeah. Right? So to me, I mean, if you think about it, if something were to evolve underground, how much use would it have to have like colored hairs or things like this, right? Or please talk mass deportation. What's up, Frankie? Oh yeah, bro. Actually, yeah, let's slide on that. Why don't you slide? Why don't you take this one, G?
So, okay, let's talk about mass deportation.
Get them out of here, fool. Damn. We're gonna get all those fucking pedos out of here, dog. Oh, is that what it means?
Like, yeah, we gotta deport those fools to fucking hell, dog.
Sick ass fool, dog.
Fuck all them motherfuckers,
bro. It's man, that's such a touchy subject, right? I think the concept of having secure borders for a lot of people, especially in a country that's created by immigrants, right? It's a super touchy subject because this is a land of opportunity. It's definitely the land built by immigrants, and it's ran by immigrants, right? And it's made great because of immigrants. But I think we also have to assess that there are individuals out there that mean us harm. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of folks. There's a lot of information that we're not privy to. Yeah. And a lot of people, especially when it comes to porous borders, right, that are being able to come in, being able to set up shop, right? And vice versa. Other countries kind of deal with this situation as well, right? I guess the one thing that I really have while people are really kind of building this whole, immigration, abortion, some of these other like hot topics, right, are really meant to divide a lot of us.
100%.
So the question that I have with everybody who's living here in the United States is, if something happens to this country, whether it's a natural disaster or any other type of disaster, who's coming to save us?
Your neighbor.
Like who are you calling? Who's coming to save us? Who's giving us money? Who is coming and pulling us out of the shit?
Nobody.
Nobody's coming, bro. Nah. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody's coming to pull us out of this shit. Like all we have is ourselves.
Yep.
And there's probably a lot of people in the chat. They're like, it's a long history of why we put ourselves there. America has a lot of blood on its hands, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, right? And this is the theoretical question I want to ask both of y'all. Would you rather be the bully or the one that's being bullied?
Yeah, bully.
And it's bully. And as black and white as I can be, it's that.
Yeah, bully all day.
And this whole immigration deportation, right? First and foremost, Gil. I believe it's cap. I believe Trump is capping with this. I think he's pandering to his base. Do I believe that he's going to have some type of immigration reform? I hope he takes Reagan's approach and at least comes up with, this is a monumental situation that he can make tons of money, right? Yeah. He can create another stream of revenue because charging all these individuals who want to get their paperwork right, is good. You're going to be able to create a crazy stream of revenue.
Hell yeah.
Right? And continue to fix a broken system.
Expediting process. Pay a little more.
Do I believe he's going to use the military and gather people up? I think it's cap. I'm calling cap.
Yeah. He definitely is capping it. And he's pulled that bullshit card a couple times and never pulled National Guard or this or that.
You know? I'm like, but,
what about the areas, bro, that like are low key, like that's just getting out of hand?
Like the border cities?
Not even border cities, bro. I mean, you're hearing about shit in Colorado and stuff. I mean, Colorado's close to the border, but I mean, I don't really want to say border because when we think of immigration, a lot of them are coming in through Mexico, but it's not always raza.
No, no, it's just an easy border to filter through. But you have Haitians, you have all kinds of cats coming through. Yeah, all kinds.
Because I feel like there are certain areas, at least from what I see online, bro. There's like certain areas that are just fucked up, dog.
Yeah. I mean, bro, let's just be real. Border towns are going to be a lot of them, dog. And not even just that. Like the podcast we had with old boy Bordo, dog, he was talking about how the cops are doing grimy shit right there. Like they're acting like cartel right there.
Yep.
So, I mean, I think that, hey, bro.
Oh, shit.
We got a caller?
Damn.
It's probably Gil.
It's probably Gil, bro.
Oh, you hung up.
Oh,
Damn, G,
bro.
and the
Damn,
fucking
you turn the mics off, bro?
Gil, grab. Hey, Gil. I don't know if you can hear it, bro.
Wait.
Grab the keyboard. Grab the mouse.
Can't hear nothing.
Turn the mic back on.
Nah,
No, the mics are not on.
the mics are on. The headphones are on.
Do.
Damn.
You can hear it? I can't hear shit.
I can't hear anything. My
Nobody can
headphones
hear
are off.
anything,
Can't hear
bro.
anything.
All right, let's just
Can
assume.
they hear us?
Yeah.
I don't know. If somebody, hey, if you were calling somebody in
Hey,
the
put a
chat,
baby oil in the chat if you can hear us.
if I
Baby
answer,
oil
can you
emojis.
connect
Let me
me?
get a
Please.
baby. Let me get a baby oil in the chat.
Man,
That's crazy. Bro.
nah, I have no idea. I
Hey,
think
for
we're
all
having
that
technical
conspiracy talk, fully,
Bro, they
we
shut us
got
down.
phone calls and
All of a
shit.
sudden,
Yeah,
We gonna
I'm trying
walk
to
out
tell
and
you.
be a bunch of FBI agents
You know,
and
They're
shit
gonna be
outside
like,
the
"Hey,
door.
philosopher." Like,
Yeah.
I
bro,
told
but,
y'all.
you know,
fool.
at the,
I can't hear shit.
I
dog.
can't hear
really
anything, but
I mean, I
look-
could hear you guys right here.
all
though,
right.
yeah.
Well, this probably means
I
we
mean-
gotta get close to the end, right?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
Chris
I-
slipping.
definitely.
Like I
Oh,
really,
they can hear.
bro. Like I
Baby
really,
oils.
yeah. So
Damn, we gotta.
like what I really think, man, is just what I love about the chat and I love about, you know, being back on the podcast, bro, is us being able to have these conversations and just open it up.
Yeah.
Having just a difference of opinions, man. I think that's the one thing is like, you know, we were having this conversation earlier before the podcast where like we think we're so important to the world and we make a fucking microspect, you know, in the universe, right? Like we make just a drop in that bucket. And with that, you know, with that being said, bro, it's just being able to like listen to each other, have difference of opinions, and be like agreeing to disagree.
Yeah.
Like I hear it on this podcast all the time, bro. Where like I don't agree with everything you got to say, vice versa, but at least we get to have that discord. I think that's
No,
the one
100%.
thing that I continue to preach, bro. And I think it's missing in today's society is like, yeah, you may not fucking like the color red or blue or fucking eat hamburgers or whatever it may be, but that you live in a
love
country that
hamburgers,
that is your absolute right to be
100%.
able to have a difference of opinion, to not agree with people, call people out, you know, all of that.
Yeah, no, dude.
Yo,
Honestly,
Yo,
bro.
caller.
Oh, you might as well just put him
Hey,
on speaker.
Hey, what's up, man? Hello, I
Yo,
can hear you
we
guys.
can't hear him, dog.
Yeah, we can't hear you, G.
I can hear you guys.
Yeah, I can kind of hear
Put him
him.
on speaker
Okay.
right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Mark
There you go.
Anthony, there
Mark
he is.
Anthony.
No, but
That's
if
the
I put him
homie
on
right
speaker,
there.
you're
fool.
gonna hear him
Hey, Mark
twice.
Anthony,
Yeah.
how you doing, man?
I'm good, dog. How you doing, bro? When you gonna put that pic in the chat, dog?
Hey, bro, come on now. Stop hating, man. Listen to me. Hey,
All right.
what do you guys think about that 4B movement or B4?
What do you think about the what?
The 4B movement.
4B movement?
4B movement.
4B movement. It sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is.
It's like some crazy feminist girls that are like, and like they're like Asian and they're trying to bring it over here, man. They're like extreme feminists. They want no dick, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Then don't give him none. Send him back.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Send him back.
Yeah,
Why
he's
you gonna give
talking
him no
about
dick?
the whole 4B shit was so supposedly,
see
apparently,
that?
since Trump is, I don't know how, but he's taking women's rights away.
Okay.
They're like, well,
You know what you
Fools
gotta
ain't
do?
getting no
Send him
pussy
on
then.
4 buses back, bro.
4 bucks.
Damn.
Send him on
bro.
4 buses back.
Shit.
Hey, how you guys talking about aliens that don't know about this shit going on for real, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely
No, I
heard
just explained
heard of it, right? I heard of obviously, you know, the extreme feminists kind of wanting to disown men, right? They want nothing to do. They want nothing to.
You can't display your women anymore, man. What's going on, man?
Man, I think that really, to be honest, bro, I think what I was just talking about, like having like a difference of opinions, like getting with women and understanding that like men, right? Like us.
We don't
like,
care what you think
we're-
at all. We barely listen to you. You have no rights.
We're an integral part of making it shake, making it change, right?
Yep.
And like we have to come to an agreement, like, hey, we have to continue to advocate for our women. Like us good men have to advocate for our women, but on the flip side, like some of these feminists need to understand, like, hey, not all men want to fucking take away your fucking your rights. Not all men are fucking misogynists. We're not all in that fucking bucket.
Nope.
Like we have sisters and mothers and, you know, tias and grandmas and, you know,
Facts.
women that we love. And it's like, yo, let's come to the middle and have a fucking discord and a conversation. It can't, you know, it can't be extremes.
Yeah.
Because if it's extremes, like we're not going to get to any
And just,
situation.
bro, like even thinking about it, man, not even just extremes, but like anybody speaking in such generalities, it's just low effort thinking. It's just not worth the conversation,
Hey,
bro.
bro, I think I can fix the abortion problem. You guys want to hear my solution or what?
Yep. What's that?
All right, brother. So I feel like every girl can get one single abortion, like free, kind of like you get one free abortion.
Like get out of abortion card, get out of pregnancy free card.
So you get one like a strike, right? But every other abortion after that, they gotta upload a picture of you on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Dog.
Damn. Wait, what?
So you're doxing them?
Hey, that will stop the abortion problem because people will prefer not to be on the internet, that they won't be going raw dog like they're going right now, and now they feel like there's like unlimited abortions going on. So
Damn.
I feel like that'll help, right?
Hey, you should run for mayor, dog.
Bro, I think respectfully, man, I don't think anybody should tell anybody what to do with their body. It don't matter.
Wait, you don't want like ID checks and things like that,
bro? I don't think anybody, specifically the government, should tell you what to do with your body.
Oh, man.
I'm with Frank on that, dog. I'm with Frank on that, bro, because, bro, think about like, I don't even know if I could use that word on YouTube, but the R word, the females that deal with that, bro.
Yeah,
essay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I mean, I don't want to get the channel taken down.
Yeah, no,
for sure.
But you like, essay is what you want to use for like
Yeah.
terms of service or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, look, like I hope you're being hyperbolic, bro, because if you really think about that, that's like literally just Nazi Germany type thing. Show me your papers, show me what you work for. Like you can't. That's basically doxing somebody. You know, and then having to have to sit down and explain yourself like that. No, like that's why you have the concept of privacy in America, right? Like the only time you're not expected privacy is when you're in the public. That's the only time you should have no expectation of privacy, right? But like having to sit down and present that, I mean, think about it. Like nowadays, if you're trans, you can literally have your gender changed. You have that right to hide, to hold that thing and identify that way. To have to identify yourself with somebody that like had an abortion, and that's just wild, bro.
But I said you get one for free. Like you get like one free, that's more likely you're not gonna get another one, right?
Oh, you crazy, dog. You crazy, bro. Like I said, I hope we're being satirical here because it's hilarious. But yeah, you probably have a lot of problems. You probably have a lot of problems doing that.
Hey, bro. The thing is, I do make sense. Like tomorrow you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself if I make a point. Because the other thing is that you can just have unlimited abortions. That's your like solution.
I'm like, man, at that point, it's like people can continue to come in and out of fucking rehab, you know, and go and hit the fucking pookie once they come back out, bro. It's like,
fuck it.
At that point, like, unfortunately, it's like a balance of like social responsibility because we shouldn't have to fucking pay for your fuck ups, right? And on the other side, it's like having some kind of compassion. It's like putting a stop to it. Like Sylvia was saying, if she's having her 11th abortion, my boy, hopefully King's out there. Hopefully you're making some better decisions.
Yeah, you're not a king,
bro. If she's on her 11th one, bro, you're not the one. G.
You want to be 12?
Hey, no, I can hear you guys good.
The caller's definitely looking for a virgin.
Hey, Mark Anthony, you know you're starting to look like a little bit.
Who am I looking like now, dog?
This big artist, his name is, he's like the head singer from this group called Herencia de Patrones and shit.
Oh, JD, fool. Shout out to the homie JD out there, up in fucking Sacramento.
JD gets bitches just like Mark Anthony, dog.
Damn,
You're complimenting me more than you know, Papa.
Fuck.
All right, Carter. Well, appreciate you.
Send a picture already, bro. This is an unfair roast. This is an unfair roast, dog.
That's right.
Good looking ones too. I'm trying to compliment you back, fool. We'll have a compliment roast, dog.
It's compliment roast.
All right, caller. Appreciate you tapping in, man.
Hey, you guys have fun, and hey, bro, you guys, I like you guys take it serious, and you guys doing a good job right there without American Cholo, man.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, big dog.
All right, stay up. I'll call you guys next week.
Gracias.
Hey, you guys need to get more creative, okay?
All right, bro. We got you.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hey, with the queefers, bro, you guys gotta get some queefers in the show.
Man,
Damn.
You say so queefers?
That's
queefers?
probably where we draw the line, G.
yeah. All right, brother.
Appreciate you, G.
We can't be beatboxing on the pod.
Fuck.
Well, bro,
He said some queefers.
Wow.
That fool's a goon, bro.
Bro,
Hey, you're a goon, dog. We get some beatboxing on here for
Hey, dog,
you,
that's
G.
how Ebola started, phone. Street story, phone.
Nah, but hey, I don't know
up.
if Big Gil still wants to tap in, but we can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. The phone's not connected to the Bluetooth.
I got a feeling that
What's up, man? Anything y'all want to say before we gotta We got another caller.
916.
Let's take this.
That's the Bay?
caller.
Be careful.
Sakra.
What up, brother? How you doing?
Shout out.
Chilling, blessed. We need to get rid of all these fools that came through like the last 3-4 years. Those are like boatloads of Chinese that failed out or bailed out from China, you know, because of COVID. Afghanis, you know what I mean? All these fools running.
Damn.
Like, we need to get rid of all of that, I think, first. Go hit them addresses, go kick some doors in, and get these fools out of here. Because what they did was they used the asylum, most, not the Chinese, but most used asylum and didn't get held in any type of, court or, like, jail, you know what I mean, to figure out what's cracking with them. And they got dumped immediately, like, within a week or two, into the U.S. So, this is my personal opinion.
Damn.
Oh yeah, bro. I hear you.
I'm like, bro, I think to your point, caller, like it's such a complicated issue, right? Like, man, a lot of people, bro, I think you could definitely say like a lot of people felt like that about us, right? Talk about like the 80s and the 90s, speaking about like, you know, Mexican American, Central American, immigrants, right? But to your point, to say that there's not an issue, to say that there's not like something happening, you know, something in the water is naive to say. So like,
It's different though. I disagree though, because in the 80s and 90s, IRCA was passed, which gave those that were here working and established for some amount of time, usually through the Bracero program that came in the 40s and 50s, some pathway. And the IRCA in the 80s did that for Mexicanos, did that for our raza. This new group, though, these last 4 years, brother, carnal, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but is a whole different ball game. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, 100%. You know, I think like earlier to the conversation we were having, like you have a lot of people crossing the porous borders that don't have our best intention at heart, right? Like you're mentioning, like people are coming from countries that hate us, that, you know, are definitely don't have our best intentions at heart. And how do we address and deal with that?
And then we could kick them out with all these fools that hate us already that are Americans, you know? They're like, oh, yeah, fuck the U.S., fuck the government and the new president. They're over here like, it's so bad here. And
the enemy of my enemy, bro.
The abuelos talking about Trump and shit. They're so worried. I'm like, you guys have been here for 40 years. Shut up. Like, nothing's going to happen, you know? But there's a lot of Americans that need to go with them. You know what I mean? Or, like, at least people that don't appreciate the country we've been born in or lived in for 40 to 50 years.
Yeah, I think what you're trying to say is like if you don't have the best interest for this country, then you really don't have a place.
But the beautiful part of this country is, you know, being able to disagree with your government and wanting your government to do better, right?
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's
there's a thing, like there's a difference between, you know, challenging your government and wanting them to do better.
Yeah.
And then there's the fucking radical people that just want
you can't want to
destroy
the captain of the boat,
burn the country down, bro. You know?
No, you can't do that.
Exactly.
There's a big difference.
Yeah. You should be able to protest your government for sure. Your right to bear arms is literally there to make sure that in the case of a tyrannical government, then you could possibly overthrow them, although we ain't really going to be able to do that with our guns versus theirs.
Nah, for sure.
But yeah, your whole freedom of speech, you should be able to. There's an amendment that you have a right to protest your government, you know, but there's a huge difference between that and trying to kill the captain of the ship and nobody else can drive the boat.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
For sure. 100%. I think we start with the last 4 years of folks that got asylum and then were dumped out because it was like a catch release.
Give me the mouse.
Guys, give him the mouse, please.
That's the thing.
The keyboard, G.
I do that. Wait, what the fuck happened?
I say we kick the pedos out with him too.
We can't hear shit. So if I said it's a Bluetooth, we can't hear the caller.
Yeah, we can't hear anything.
Hey, Gil, I need you on the mouse and keyboard.
Bro, we've been running this analog, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, caller. Well, I appreciate your call, man. Appreciate you tapping in.
We're having technical difficulties. Thank you, Chris.
And thank you for that. You know, for the topic that you brought up, because you know it's important.
Immigration is big. It's emotion and what sells. But I think there needs to be some traction to the pavement, you know, and the like, you know,
there's cases of asylum that are legit, and then there's thousands that aren't. They said that in the last 2 years, there's 12.5 million about, I don't want to say illegal, but, immigrants that are undocumented here. And that's been the highest spike. And it's been on a downward trend from 2007 to 2019. It was on a downward trend for this amount of time. And then all of a sudden, so it's documented, and they can do what they need to do to get those out that, abuse the system, let's say, because a lot of raza and a lot of people aren't doing that, and they're trying to come legally. So, ya está. Gracias, you guys. We'll see you. Buenas noches.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call. Thank you.
Later.
I'm like, damn.
But what he said is facts, bro.
Yeah.
I definitely see where he's coming from, dog.
Yeah.
But like Frank said, bro, our people been on that side of the train track for a minute.
I want to address this guy, JB Bustos, talking about that these fools think they're güeros. I guess, he had mentioned earlier, too, that obviously we had MAGA talking points. It's not having no MAGA talking points. Not at all. It's having a difference of opinion. I'm not nor a Republican nor a Democrat. I think both sides are equally trying to fuck you.
Yes, sir.
It's having an opinion, right? Just like you have your opinion. I think all of us have our opinion, right? About what we could change and the things that we can do.
Yeah.
So having a difference of opinion than what's popular, right? That automatically makes you, if you think different.
Hotline. Hey, there we go. Hercules.
Give him the mouse, bro.
Give him the mouse.
Yeah, we need
Give him
to
the
deal with
mouse.
Right now, this fool Chris.
Damn, dog.
Hey, we haven't had audio on these headphones for 15 minutes. This
Hey, we just
laughing.
hey, bro. Feel like what's his name? That newsacre man. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Hey, but anyways, I wanted to ask you guys one thing. When we were talking about the immigration thing, right?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, with the immigration conversation, I know the talk is, and I feel the same way as far as, you know what, it's not going to happen. They're not going to bring the troops. Trump did say that he is going to implement, what's he saying? He's declaring it a national emergency, and he's going to implement the National Guard. So, first question is, what role do you think the National Guard will play in this? And two, if it does play into all of a sudden you see the National Guard in California and Central California, trying to get people who are working on the field and deporting them, what do we do when that happens? And with that being said, guys, this is a great podcast, but you guys are having a great conversation. Frankie, nice to see you back. I couldn't make it today because I was working till 7 o'clock at night, but
that's right.
Great podcast, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right, yes, sir. Got you. All right. Damn, I don't know what I would do if I seen that shit.
Freaked out, man.
Because, bro,
time to grab the homies and
bounce. When I think of everything that he's talking about, mass deportation, it does sound scary.
Yeah.
I got family who's, they're immigrants.
Yep.
So that shit hits close to home.
Yeah.
And well, bro, I mean, it's hard to even say what I would do. Because I feel like a lot of times people start saying, I'll do this, I'm going to do that. But fool, raza, we don't do shit, bro. We don't do shit. We don't have a BLM.
Head down.
We don't have an LGBT, big-ass communities like that where we stand up for ourselves, bro. Raza don't have that shit.
That's true.
Yeah, you're right.
What the fuck? What I'm going to do as much as, I feel like we can all do collectively.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, bro,
take care of your family.
I'm gonna at least protect what I got at home and people around me, people I love as much as I can, bro, because it's tough, dog.
I think that's all you can do at that point.
And I hope it doesn't get to that point, because for me, bro, those are the people that need to be left alone, dog.
Yeah.
If they go in there and gather them all up and deport them, bro, we're not gonna go up there and do what they were doing.
No.
Nah.
Nobody is. They're going to just hire him back anyways.
And the people that are fucking chanting to deport them and super, super hardcore about it.
Send Timmy in the field.
Go do those jobs, bro.
No, send Timmy in the field.
So it's I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to really, even think about it, bro. Because it's.
Well, you want to hear?
You don't want to think about it. You don't want it to happen.
For me, bro, it's a double-edged sword, like you just mentioned, where with one of the callers that was calling in, it's a really like complex issue.
Yeah.
Because either way, you're not going to make anybody happy. Like, you're going to have both sides that have to come to some kind of compromise. I think the one thing that we continue to see is that we as a country are not coming to any type of compromise or meeting anybody in the middle, right? And half this country feels one way and the other half feels another way.
Yep.
And we keep getting in each other's way.
Yep.
We keep getting in each other's way of getting anything done, right? For the collective good of everybody, right? So whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, Green Party, all that, we all have to live in this ecosphere collectively.
Yep.
So why are you going to cut your nose off to spite your face? So immigration is that one big issue that I've seen some of the pods since I haven't been here, right? And to Gil's point, right, as Latinos, we've been asking for immigration reform since Ronald Reagan. And that's the fucking thing that you can't continue to hold over our fucking heads anymore, right?
Yes,
hence why you had this whole shift from blue to red. Let's just try something else.
Yep.
This shit hasn't worked for us. Fuck it. Might as well shoot ourselves in the fucking foot.
Yep.
Because we keep getting fucking, used and played with. Maybe we try something else.
Or maybe you stop shooting yourself in the foot.
Or maybe you stop shooting yourself in the foot, right? But with that being said, even amongst our communities, DBT, like you just mentioned, like we don't have these discords or these conversations. We can't even have this conversation with our own fucking family.
No.
Y'all over here fucking fighting for terrenos and shit, right? And can't even have that discord with your own family. And we're trying to fix these complex issues amongst ourselves. I think it's just more of a mentality fucking change. And the immigration issue, I'm like, to answer Gil's question, if I saw the National Guard taking hardworking immigrants, Americans, right, in my opinion, who make this country great, I would definitely feel some type of way, right?
1,000%.
I would do anything that I can to protect and house these individuals, right? But at the same time, I do understand that there's folks here that don't belong in this country.
Yeah.
And there's folks that only mean us harm.
Yeah.
So how are you fixing that and maintaining the status quo with these individuals that want to protect and uplift, the country that they live in, right? It's a double-edged sword, and it's such a complex issue. But I think the one thing I'm happy about these platforms is we're having these conversations, bro.
Yeah.
We're at least coming to the table.
Yeah.
And at least we're having this conversation.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. All right, so Gil actually had two questions, and I'm gonna add a little bit of a conspiracy twist to the end of it, right? For his first question, I would say that what would they be doing? Like, what capacity do I see them operating on? Because that's what he asked that, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what would they be doing, whatever. I think that they're going to be set up. Think about it. If the National Guard's there, it's because there's some sort of like national
stop resistance, right?
Right, that, and also maybe those are like your modern day Gestapo that's like ID checking at certain spots, right? Like you have your DUI checkpoints, right? And then maybe you have these cats that are going on, because I don't know if you remember, but there was a time, I think it was in the beginning of the Trump presidency, or maybe it was during Obama, where you had all these rogue like militias going around deporting people, literally capturing and deporting them. And they were doing it here in the Valley too. I think that you're going to see a version of that kind of enabled through the National Guard, where they're going to be going around highly populated areas where you're going to have a lot of immigrant people, and maybe they have just checkpoints. Let me see. As you drive through, they're stopping IDs, papers, right? Maybe they're at a bunch of your borders. Maybe they're there at certain events. Maybe they are to facilitate some type of like de-escalation of riots, right? But what I think, and the other one was what I would do, who knows, right? Absolutely nothing for a moment. To be honest with you, for the first couple of days, I'd probably just, ideally, I had foresight of the time coming and started packing some shit and created some type of escape route from because they're not going to be in the rural area. They're going to be in the metropolis, right? And the dense area. So ideally, you find a way out. You've already mapped out some sort of back route, not these main routes, and you have some food or somewhere to go, because the first 2, 3, 4 days, who knows, right? For a while, we were worried about FEMA camps and all kinds of crazy shit happening, and people freak out all the time, create DUMBs and all kinds of shit like that underground that go to waste. But one day they won't, right? So I say you kick back for a couple days. You look at it, observe. Don't be the first guy to freak the fuck out, but plan out, and who knows? Because you might not be able to do shit. You might not be able to leave the damn city anyways, and you might just have to live through it. So many people will, right? So who knows? The conspiracy twist, I think that this is conditioning itself, dog. I think this is the birthing pains of, okay, so America could never be invaded, right? But if somebody were to invade America, who would it be? It'd probably be the UN. Right? If anybody was going to do it, it'd probably be the UN. And that would be a lot easier to kind of deal with than having a bunch of Russians and the Russian militia or militant gear holding down Texas or North Korean flag in Nebraska or something. It'd be a lot easier to do it through the UN, which is kind of like your New World Order anyways. A bunch of baby blue helmets, right? So the birthing planes and like the first condition that you deal with is like just your National Guard. It's just the homies in the area keeping you safe. Don't worry about it. But I mean, Hitler showed us best. When you want to strip somebody's rights, you don't strip the gun. You strip a piece and a piece and a piece and a piece. And slowly but surely until all they have is a fucking trigger. And then you just take the trigger at the end. You don't take the gun, right? So when you want to condition a group of people to something, you bleed it through the movies. You bleed it through the music. You show it. You show it. You show it. Propaganda. And maybe you do an entry step, which is your National Guard. And then they deal with National Guard is here because immigration takes years to deal with anyways. Maybe they're there 4 or 5, 6, 7 years, and you're just used to it. It's part of life. And then, boom, UN comes through. That's my conspiracy.
Oh, yeah. OG, hopefully, you know, we answered your questions correctly. Well, to our opinion, obviously. But, you know, hopefully you got some insight right there from what we were kind of saying. But, man, you know, I think, you know, we're about that time to wrap this episode up. Anything you guys want to say before we get up out of here?
Man, just be kind to each other, bro.
Chris still can't figure out that.
Yeah, Chris can't figure that out.
We're not going to be kind of Chris.
Yeah, not to Chris.
Be kind of other people.
Take flight on Chris,
yeah,
por favor.
On site,
him out there.
pack them out. For,
you know?
Yeah, why do we have headphones on?
It doesn't matter.
This is dumb.
We can't hear shit.
This is dumb. I'll keep them on because this is your fault, Chris.
What's up, man?
Look, man, at the end of the day, bro, the aliens may come down, dog. It may be World War III. We may be in a multiverse, bro. Maybe Mandela or not. All I know is in this universe, bro, chill out, get you some Hadar extract, smoke you a fat bleezy, take it easy, bro. You know what I mean? If you know, happen to be at 7-Eleven getting you a little swish or something, get you a little baby oil on the way, too.
There you go. So, Frankie, anything you want to say before we head out of here?
Just take flight on Chris when you see him for fucking
sight.
up the fucking pod.
Yeah.
Por favor.
Let me see your
Just being
socks.
kind to each other. That's it.
There you go. Well, appreciate everybody who tapped in, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the conversation. Again, this is episode of What's the Word on Wednesdays on the realest platform on YouTube, man. American Cholo. You guys want to come through, hear some real conversations, get involved, engage. You know, come through on Wednesdays, hit the chat, call in. You know, today the calls were a little malfunction. We had some technical difficulties and shit. But, nah, man, I appreciate everybody. Hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe. Have a good one.